If you don't come out now, I'm sending the dog in!
Tonight, as the Metropolitan Police send in the dogs.
Police with dogs, don't run!
The war against crime heats up. Criminals on the run.
You, get down! Trail, send the dog!
Pit bulls in a lather. While in the police kennels, love still rules. (1 a.m. Southeast London. The night shift dog team has been called into action. Kelly's in the back.
Zero's about 2 minutes away.
PC Dave Smith is up front. It's a call to a pet shop where a burglar alarm has gone off. 3 men have been seen running away.
The owner has heard the alarm go off, gone to investigate, found that he's been broken into, shone his torch, and seen some people making off across fields.
Kelly is a 5-year-old Belgian Shepherd, also known as a Malinois. It's a breed which is becoming increasingly popular as a police dog. They're very fast and very agile. PC Smith has been Kelly's handler for her entire career. He's had her since she was just 8 weeks old. Local officers have already caught one suspect.
I've got 6, we've got one detained.
The detained man had a crowbar on him. His 2 accomplices have run away.
Yep.
And that's where they've gone. And
The eyewitness testimony is good news. The bad is the men were last seen heading for a large area of woodland. Although Kelly is a fast worker, sometimes she needs a hand. The Met's helicopter, call sign India 99. Its heat-sensing camera in the air, working with a dog on the ground, can be a winning combination. The helicopter is still 5 minutes away, so Kelly will have to try and find which way the men went by herself.
So we'll see if we can get a track. Kels.
We train them to track, so they will track human scent, which is normally the most recent human scent. Constantly in the back of my mind, I was thinking it's only me and Kelly. And there's 2 of them, I don't know what weapons they've got, how much they want to get away, what their plan is, what they've discussed.
While Kelly and PC Smith go after the pet shop raiders, in East London, undercover cops are working with another dog team to catch drug dealers on the street. Handler PC Andy Miller is also in plainclothes. He and his German Shepherd Nelson are backup in case anyone cuts up rough.
Speak. Speak.
When Nelson speaks, most people listen.
Speak. His aggression is going up a little bit, so I've got Nelson to speak just to make him aware that we're here.
You've got to let people know that if they continue to be aggressive, that Nelson may well be used.
Nelson is 3 years old and is known as a general-purpose dog. PC Miller, who's been in the squad for 9 years, has had Nelson since he was a puppy. Miller called him Nelson because he was born on the anniversary of the Battle of Trafalgar. And there may be another battle tonight.
Tried for stalling my motorbike.
A pizza delivery boy says he's been attacked by a gang of youths.
An allegation was made to us in the street. This incident had happened just round the corner. Because it was so recent and so close, we decided just to follow him.
To follow him, the undercover team used 2 unmarked police cars. The pizza man is using himself as bait, going back down the street where he says the gang jumped him.
The pizza delivery rider, as he's actually pulled up, you can see a group going towards him. They went straight towards him. He was in imminent danger, obviously, of being attacked again. They've seen us, realised we're police, and 3 of them have run.
This might be them. Yep, he's going. Police with dogs, don't run!
Stop him! Get on, stop him!
Nelson has a top speed of 32 miles an hour.
Why did you not stop at the time? No, leave him. Down! Down! Get down.
Foot chases are easy for Nelson, but hell for everyone else.
You're under arrest for attempted robbery. Do I have to say anything? It may harm your defence for not mention. When questioned, something later. Do you understand? There's no better feeling when you've turned up at a call and you send Nelson out and you know he's found somebody. You get a great kick out of that. I still get the thrill of catching the bad guy.
The bad guy is taken back to the pizza boy to see if he recognises him.
He's identified our man as somebody who's tried to take his bike. I wouldn't have got him had it not been for Nelson. Nelson's done the right thing. He's seen the person running. Bloke's disappeared out of sight, very closely followed by Nelson, who was simply a yard or two behind him. That's a good job done.
In southeast London, Kelly and PC Smith haven't got their job done yet. They're still after the pair of pet shop thieves. The helicopter hasn't arrived.
Okay, wait.
The trail hasn't gone cold, but it has stopped at a 12-foot-high fence which surrounds Biggin Hill Airport.
She's certainly gone to here, but trying to get it over with a barbed wire is nigh on impossible. I wanted to get through the fence. Kelly wanted to get through the fence. The dilemma was, I wanted to carry on searching and go onto the airfield. We couldn't find a way through.
Salvation is in the air. India 99 has arrived with its heat-seeking camera.
India 99?
Yeah, go ahead, we've got you on camera.
Directly in front of where I'm standing is that gate.
Where I'm shining the torch is where the dog's indicating to go. You can search in that general direction. That's where the dog wanted to go.
Yeah, that's all received. Looking for you now.
The best course of action was for India 99 to search it. It's an open area. They should be able to pick them up with the infrared.
If Kelly is to pick up the trail on the ground again, India 99 is the key. Coming up, angry pit bulls pose a new challenge for the dog squad. And the spaniels who've missed mum more than they can bear. At Biggin Hill, on the outskirts of South London, the search is still on for the two men suspected of having broken into a pet shop. Kelly and her handler, PC Dave Smith, have tracked them to the airport's perimeter fence. The Met Police helicopter India 99 is still scouring the airfield with its thermal imaging camera.
India 99, receiving dog van on this channel.
Had a good search. There's certainly no one out in the open. We've done the woods as best we can, and it's no trace from us.
No trace doesn't mean Kelly's got it wrong.
Papa Yankee, we've just come across two suspects. They're on the edge of the woods on the eastern side of the Biggin Hill Airport.
Yeah, India 99 from the dog van. Where's that in relation to me?
They're walking along the perimeter fence of Biggin Hill Airport in the wooded area.
And as soon as the helicopter put up, there's two suspects in the woods. That was, yeah, they're in the right direction. Kelly has been spot on with what she's done.
Spot on is good. Getting to where the two men are will take some doing. They're on the right side of the fence, but some way away from Kelly and PC Smith.
India 99 from the dog van. You still got my screen?
The suspects possibly have heard the dog. They're now running down the edge of the perimeter fence. These youths are now going through the woods just before Milking Lane.
Yeah, if you keep coming the way you're coming with the airport on the right-hand
side, then you're heading in the right direction.
The right direction means Kelly's heading their way. Fast.
No, dog unit.
I've now got you and the suspects on the screen. They're just in front of you coming up to the perimeter fence. Your dog should be with them now.
infantry allies will send the dog! Stand with you, mate. You move, you get bit. Do you understand?
Thankfully for Kelly and PC Smith, other officers are only seconds away.
There's a great deal of pride for the dog, that she's worked hard, she's got a result, she's found the people, she's done everything she's asked to do. She's worked so hard for that. India 99 from Dog Van.
Go ahead.
Thank you ever so much for your assistance. Much appreciated. Well done.
Yeah, your dog was quick off the mark there.
That's all right, no problem. I needed the exercise.
Malinois Kelly is just one of 251 canine cops that make up the Metropolitan Police Dog Squad. Not all are Belgian and German Shepherds, bred and trained to catch criminals. 22 are Spaniels, specially trained to sniff out drugs, firearms or cash. None of these would even think of biting. But the big boys, all 170 of them, do get pride of place when it comes to finding the best police dog in Britain. Each year, every police force in the country with a dog squad takes part in the police dog trials.
Police with the dog. Stop, or I'll send the dog.
Nelson and his handler PC Andy Miller are representing the Met and hope to make it to the national finals in a few weeks' time. It's serious business.
It is an honour. The way that I approach it is it's more training. And the more training I can do with Nelson, then he will get better.
This isn't the real thing, yet Nelson and PC Miller need to master several new disciplines before the big day.
Sit.
Standards are high.
Sit. You must have a dog that's able to do exactly what you want him to do when you want him to do it. The jumps are meant to replicate operationally where you're doing searches and you've got to get them over garden fences and through windows and over walls and things like that.
This is the 6 foot one now. This is as high as they go. You've never done one of these before. Good lad, good boy. Down.
At 3 years old, Nelson is a relative rookie. He still has much to learn.
Sit. See, he's meant to be square, and they'll dock marks. If he's not square, they'll dock marks. Nelson's got this tendency to come round to the front, so he literally walks in front of my left leg.
Heel.
Sit. I've tried various methods to straighten him up. He gets stood on every 5 minutes or so. It's been a problem for the past year or two.
PC Miller knows this is potentially serious. The judges won't be forgiving. They're just looking for the best police dog. Personalities and excuses don't come into it.
Yep. Good lad.
While Nelson tries to become a good dog, another member of the squad has been asked to deal with a suspected bad dog. PC Emma Roebling has been a cop for 10 years and a dog handler for 5. Her training enables her to identify dogs classified by law as dangerous.
A female officer is just asking for a dog van to come down and give her some advice. I believe she stopped somebody in a park with what she believes to be a pit bull type dog.
PC Roebling's other half, in the dog squad, is Zia, 5 years old and a Malinois. Zia means summertime in Chinese. Zia got her name because she was born on the hottest day of the year. She's brave, but no match for a pit bull. Owning a pit bull type dog is illegal under the Dangerous Dogs Act, but the popularity of the breed continues to grow. There are thought to be thousands across the country. On average, 2 illegal pit bulls are seized every day by police in London alone. Many are bred and trained solely to fight.
They're not pets, they are fighting dogs. And I personally wouldn't trust one as far as I could throw one. I wouldn't want one running round a park when my kid was playing out.
While Zia sits it out, PC Roebling's on her own.
Good afternoon. What do we have? The PC at the scene, she felt it was a pit bull. She had seen it being hung from a branch on a tree, which is a way they strengthen up the jaws for fighting. Hello. Speaking to my colleagues, they're concerned that he is actually a pit bull type dog. In my personal experience, I would say this is a pit bull type dog. I immediately knew a very good example of one, very well muscled, very young, very boisterous, and a lovely natured dog, but unfortunately an illegal breed in this country.
There's no proof this dog has been used for fighting.
Could you just tighten his collar so he doesn't slip that, please? What they're going to do is the dog is going to come back with us to police kennels. And
Can I finish what she's saying to you?
Take him.
so why don't we...
We've got your details from
Yeah, but this is not fair. Like, he's not a pit bull. You guys will take away from Mum's.
We've got a phone number that we can get you on, so we can just let you know the postcode there.
Man.
He is going to come back with us today
Well, why do you think he's a danger to society?
because he is a banned dog
He's not
in
banned,
this country.
though, is he?
He
He's
is a
not.
banned
He's obviously
dog
a mix.
in
You've ever
this
seen him.
country.
I've seen bigger dogs than him, much bigger dogs around him.
He is what I believe to be a Section 1 dangerous dog. So he is going to go to secure police kennels until he is assessed by a liaison officer. And then if they say, to be honest, that's not a pit bull, we'll ring you up, dog will come back to you.
Oh, man. Can I say bye to him?
Yeah, of course you can. Of course you can. And he said, can I say goodbye? And me being the dog lover that I am, thought, oh, go on then, say goodbye. Oh, he's a big, strong boy, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Don't undo him.
I'm not, I'm just
Don't
holding
undo him. Do not do
I'm just
it.
holding him.
Right, he's going in the van. Can we get the van open, please? Come on. Good boy. He's going to let him off and let him go. You better watch him because he's going to try and spring that dog from the van. He was going to release the dog and hope that it would run home. He didn't want to lose that dog because it would have been a good dog to breed from. That would have been a really bad move if you'd have done that.
No one else wants to hug this dog. PC Roebling is the only officer qualified to handle him. She'll have to follow him back to the station and make sure he's safely restrained in a police kennel. The Metropolitan Police have lots of kennels, not all of them for keeping dogs prisoner. Keston Kennels in Kent, on the very edge of South London, is where many of the force's dogs call home. Where many come to stay when their handlers are on holiday. A hotel for dogs. PC Adele Gibson has been away in Florida for 10 days, leaving her 2 spaniels behind. PC Gibson has been with the dog squad for 4 years, a police officer for 15. Her 2 animals are top-of-the-range specialists. Diesel is a 4-year-old Cocker Spaniel, a search dog trained to find drugs, cash and guns. Vinny's an English Springer Spaniel, a year younger than Diesel. He's a new kid on the block.
Well, I'm just getting some protection because I'm going to get absolutely mauled by them. So, a bit of protection from all the saliva that's about to hit me. So. Just like kids, really, they fight for your affection. They're just so loyal. You always have like a top dog, and Diesel is certainly the top dog. It's always good to pick them up because thankfully they're sort of pleased to see me, and it's great. We're going to go back to work. I was just as pleased to see them as they were to sort of see me, really.
I know! Right, this is a bit where I get dragged to the car. They know they're home. Hey, oh no! And now they're going to start arguing with each other. Oh no!
There won't be much time for arguments. Tomorrow all 3 will be back on duty on the streets of London.
Oh, good boy.
far from the Keston kennels, Kelly the Malinois and PC Smith are already hard at work after their late-night run round Biggin Hill airfield.
Yeah, dog van's 30 seconds away.
Once again, they're working with a helicopter India 99, trying to find two young men who were in a car which has crashed into a tree.
You think they've stolen a car, they've certainly stolen it, crashed and then ran away from it.
99 is still 5 minutes away, and there isn't time for PC Smith and Kelly to hang about. It is essential that the officers at the crash scene don't contaminate the area around it.
What I've asked the other units to do is just stay with the vehicle, because the natural instinct is for people to start searching, but what I want them to do is just stay with the vehicle and not contaminate it. By contaminate it, I mean walking where the other people have been.
There were 4 other people in all, but Kelly will only be looking for the trail of 2.
We've got 2 in custody.
You got 2 to 2?
2 went that way.
Okay, if you show me, then we'll get a start point.
India 99 also has a start point with its heat-seeking camera. But the youths from the car have been gone for some time, and Kelly needs to pick up their scent.
We'll see if we can get a track.
PC Smith will keep Kelly on his long lead until he knows it's safe to let her off. This is a residential area.
Started off on the track and she was pulling and she went straight through the hedge. She then turned left and up a bank. She was tracking.
The car thieves are running through people's gardens and the locals are getting scared.
A couple of people came out of their house and said, "Are you looking for 2 boys?" Yeah, they were running about round here.
Kelly and PC Smith are closing in. Coming up, PC Miller faces an angry pit bull. And Diesel's not playing the game.
He expects me to climb under the bed to throw it for him.
At a police station in West London, PC Emma Roebling has arrived with her prisoner.
Zeusy!
Zeus, the dog she believes is a pit bull and therefore dangerous. It's her job to book him in. PC Roebling's partner Zia is sitting this out. Police dogs and pit bulls don't mix. Every year, the Met have to deal with over 700 dangerous dogs.
Oh, you are one strong dog, aren't you?
Unfortunately, sort of pit bulls seem to be the weapon of choice of criminals and people who just want to raise money by holding illegal dog fights. And these dogs aren't nice.
Oh my goodness!
Well done, everybody. Team effort.
If Zeus isn't claimed by its owner or is confirmed as a pit bull, he will be put down.
I don't have any problem with the fact that these dogs are put to sleep. I've seen how they're treated. I've seen the injuries that these dogs get during dog fights, and it's just horrific. It really is horrific.
Every month in London, more than 20 dogs like Zeus are destroyed by the Metropolitan Police under the Dangerous Dogs Act. In South London, Kelly and PC Smith are still hunting for the 2 youngsters who ran away from a crashed, stolen car. They and the police helicopter India 99 are no closer to finding the fugitives, but Kelly does have a sniff of something.
India 99 from the dog van. Directly in front of us is a hedge. The dogs wanted to go through into that area. If you can sweep through that area in front of us, it appears quite heavily overgrown. We've had positive IDs from local residents up to within about 30 yards of where we're standing.
Dog van, how long ago were they seen by these informers, sir?
Yeah, approximately 4 or 5 minutes ago now, I would assume.
Well over, you know.
4 or 5 minutes is a long time when you're on the run. But if the lads are still in the area, the heat from their bodies should show up on India 99's camera. So far, it's been Kelly's tracking skills that have provided the clues.
Kay! Kay! Come! Because she was very positive up those steps. So it could be just tracking up to if someone's walked up there to their house.
Kelly can't smell the good guys from the bad. If anyone has walked across the trail, she can get confused.
She's not tracking there. No, no. If you think how she tracked...
She's gone, was she?
Yeah.
As the light was going, she'd lost it. We were just clearing an area and she was just searching.
We've done our best, mate.
It's not always humans who put police dogs off the scent, as India 99 can clearly see.
2 foxes that are curled up right in the centre of the field, quite close to each other. Other than that, there's nothing in there that hasn't got 4 legs or
Yeah, all received from the dog van. Thank you ever so much for your assistance.
There was a fox run. Kelly isn't normally that fussed about foxes, but if she isn't on the track, that is another smell that she could follow.
PC Smith and Kelly now have no choice. The game's up, after 90 hard minutes' work.
So we were over this way, no?
It's not her fault that she's lost it. They've either gone over a hedge, through a hedge, somewhere that we've missed.
That's had a fair old whack, hasn't it?
We do the best we can, and we will try as hard as we possibly can with something that's half an hour old, we'll still try.
Good girl.
PC Andy Miller is also after a runaway, a dog, another pit bull, reported to be very dangerous.
We've had a call that there's a pit bull loose, and the occupant, for some reason, fears that it's going to attack somebody and hurt somebody.
PC Miller has his faithful German Shepherd Nelson in the back, and for this job, that's where he's staying. Rumour has it the pit bull's not eaten for 3 days. PC Miller's come prepared. A pole with a noose, body armour, and a dog handler's secret weapon, a fire extinguisher. Usually a blast from one of these is enough to frighten even the fiercest pit bull.
They're illegal, they shouldn't be around. The breed should have died off years ago due to legislation. They haven't, it's been going underground. Unfortunately, it's a huge problem.
A beat bobby is on hand as backup. Yeah. But the problem for PC Miller is the dog's position.
The dog had reversed itself up between a garage and a fence, and it became so narrow. Now, I'm not the slimmest of people. We couldn't physically get to the dog.
The softly approach isn't working.
Any dog that's cornered that's got any aggressive tendencies is going to be a handful. If you've got a dog cornered, it can't run away, it can't get away, so it must fight.
But PC Miller has a plan. Outflank him, round the side.
The only way we could see was that we'd make our way through to the next door's fence, and I would try to hook it over the fence.
Hooking it over the fence involves using the pole with a noose. Easier said than done.
You're going to be ready for it. More than likely not.
The best laid plans of the police sometimes go wrong. The hungry pit bull has now managed to get into the same side of the fence as PC Miller.
The dog had eaten its way through the fence, but it had suddenly appeared in front of me.
Coming face to face with his quarry was not what PC Miller had in mind. His fellow officer cannot help him, and Nelson is still in the back of the van. Night shifts are often the busiest time for London's dog squad, especially for those trained to find narcotics. The best time to raid the homes or dens of suspected drug dealers is in the early hours. Tonight is Diesel and PC Gibson's turn to do the business.
We're currently making our way through London at silly o'clock hours in the morning.
Diesel doesn't mind early morning starts, especially after he's had a 10-day break while his handler was on vacation. Diesel has one of the finest noses in the Met for sniffing out drugs and cash. PC Gibson's other dog, Vinny, won't be required. Gibson and Diesel aren't leading the operation, Opening doors is the job of the Territorial Support Group, the TSG, who are in the vans in front.
I rely on the TSG to make a safe environment, really, for myself and my dog to work in, because I can't search a house worrying if someone's going to come up behind me with a knife or something like that.
Surprise is the key. The TSG don't often use the doorbell.
Hi, yeah, can you just make sure the window stays shut? Is that all right?
Window shut.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Shutting the windows keeps any smells in the room,
Hey.
so the Diesel can deliver.
You do feel the pressure because obviously you don't want to let the squads down and you do your best. It's just a case of hopefully getting the results.
Diesel's a fast worker. He's been in the flat for less than 30 seconds.
He's indicating.
Literally walked through the front door. I'm trying to bring him into the front room. He's dragged me back to a bag, and within nanoseconds, he's indicating on the bag.
The dog's indicated to this bag, and we've found there's 4 there, self-sealed bags of herbal cannabis.
Boy.
As usual, every success means a reward for Diesel. His tennis ball. But he isn't finished yet.
I'm just going to clear this room now.
Okay.
Shut the door. 2 secs.
The TSG are relying on him to find more serious evidence of drug dealing.
Because he's had a hit so early on, as soon as he's come in, that's like fired him up even more.
Diesel's not the only dog fired up. The stray pit bull is reaching new levels of anger. PC Miller only has his lassoed pole and needs extra protection.
Is a dustbin lid going to be any good for self-defence?
Yeah, bring it to the case.
The dustbin lid's not going to be much use unless PC Miller can get the noose around the pit bull's neck.
Yeah.
Be careful of the step.
Watch him. Come here, good lad. Come on.
I was down on my hands and knees, so I was there literally nose to nose with this pit bull. If I'd have missed it with the loop, it would have just taken my face off.
Too much trouble?
One noose isn't enough. PC Miller's colleague is going to have to learn some tricks of the dog trade, and quickly.
It was a nightmare, an absolute nightmare. The worst one I've had to fight in those circumstances for some time.
It's been the closest of close calls. The stray will be taken back to the station. If not claimed within a certain time, it will be put down. PC Miller's partner Nelson is still in the back of the van and has missed all the excitement. At the home of the suspected drug dealers, Diesel isn't missing anything. He's already found some cannabis, but police informants suggest that the flat is being used for far more than Class C drugs. It's now up to Diesel to prove it.
Quite a tidy house, really. Some of the places we go into, sort of, unfortunately, have to wipe our feet on the way out. Front room's clear, Gov.
Cool.
You just see his tail's wagging continuously. Some people that don't have pets don't realise they actually love it. They really enjoy it. It's what they're, bred for, working dogs.
Even the most enthusiastic working dog needs a little help. Diesel's logged on to something, and it's not the computer.
Bless him. It's found your scales. There's no drugs in here, but obviously it's all contaminated. Good boy.
Digital scales are often used to accurately divide up small, exact doses of drugs. Diesel hasn't only got a nose for narcotics, he's also trained to find banknotes. One of only 27 dogs in the Met who can do this.
Let's have a look. It's this blue jacket. Is it? Let's have a look. Yeah, he knows he's right. And this is the frustrating bit for Diesel, because he's right. And it's me that can't keep up now. I'm trying, just wait. It's teamwork. Load of cash in the pocket.
Is that 50s as well, some of them, isn't it?
Yeah, it's over ground there.
They say all dogs have a fault. This is his. That's the easy bit. The hard bit is getting my dog back, because he's now got his tennis ball and now he's taking cover.
The fact that he hides with his tennis ball, I would never get angry with him, because you need that possessiveness to get the drive, to get them to work. So it's, you know, it's not a problem. It's all sort of part of the game, really.
You know what? If this is his only fault, then I'll take it. Yes, the winner. He's popped it. You broke it. You broke it. No, you're not having it back. No chance.
But for the Met's police dogs, the games never end. Coming up, Nelson tries to prove he's the Met's top dog, while Malinois Zia goes gardening.
If you don't come out now, I'm sending the dog in!
At Keston, on the edge of South London, 14 German Shepherds are going for gold in the regional heat of the annual police dog trials. After places in the national final, which will crown Britain's best police dog. All eyes are on Nelson and PC Andy Miller. He desperately wants a place in the finals.
If he did as well as I know he can do at all the exercises, then he's got a good shot. On his day, I think he's capable of winning them.
To win, Nelson's got to do better than he did in pre-competition training. He wasn't as obedient as he should have been and made mistakes.
Yeah, nerves are kicking in nicely. Hopefully he's not going to pick up on it. Pretend that everything's normal.
In West London, for PC Emma Roebling and Zia, everything is normal. They've been called to a suspected burglary. A man has been acting suspiciously in some back gardens. PC Roebling knows she needs to get Zia to the scene as quickly as possible.
If you can contain it as much as possible, I'm about a minute away, over.
Contain it is police jargon for surrounding the scene of the crime.
A male has been seen going into the back garden. The units have been sort of about 20 seconds away. As soon as they've got to the garden, it's disappeared.
Zia and Roebling are experts in tracking suspects down. They've been a team for 5 years.
Leave it.
But have very different reactions when the lights and sirens go on.
Come on, look in your mirror.
When you go to a call, you want to get there as quickly as possible. Just desperate to get there and start working your dog.
Come on, come on, get out my way!
Zia is very chilled in the back of the van. She's sort of one of these dogs that you have to wake up when you get to a call, because she's just so very chilled out. She's not one of these dogs that bark as soon as you put on the two tones and the blue lights. But she knows the minute we get there that we're out and anything can happen.
We've heard banging and crashing around the back.
When local units have turned up on the scene, he started crashing through fences, so he's obviously up to no good.
Up to no good means there's no time to find the key.
Can't bend the road. Can't bend the road this way. Yeah, of course we can. Zia, come on. Go on. Go. Zia, wait. Police dog and handler.
To find him, Zia must follow the human scent trail.
Zia.
But there are many gardens to search.
Nelson! Stop him!
Also up against it is PC Miller. He and Nelson need to be on top form as they strut their stuff for the dog trials judges.
Being the National Police Dog Champion is a very good kudos within the police service. There are approximately 1,500 police dogs dotted around the country, and to be the best one of 1,500 general purpose police dogs, be very proud.
Police with a dog. Stop, or I'll send the dog. Stop him.
You look for a dog team that work well together. You look for a dog that's happy in its work, handler's got control over the dog. A dog that's got control also understands the exercises.
Put that gun down, send the police dog!
Detaining villains, even with guns, is Nelson's speciality.
Drop the gun, mate! Drop the gun!
But these aren't the exercises that worry PC Miller. They're still to come.
Good sit.
Good girl. Find him. Good girl.
Zia and PC Roebling can't afford to make any mistakes either.
Come on. Find him. Where is he?
They're still looking for their suspicious man in the gardens.
Good girl. Find him. Zia, where? Find him. Find him. She's not that interested going that way. I think he's still fence hopping.
Where a police dog goes, a handler must surely follow.
She's the one with 220 million scent receptors in her nose. She can tell me which fence he's gone over. Is it the one on the left? Is it the one on the right? I don't know. I can't tell, but she can.
Find him. Where is he?
Once we're over the next garden, I'll then let her work that garden and tell me where he's gone next. But he could be armed. You just don't know.
Come on, Zia. Where? Find him. Zia, where? Find him. Find him. Good girl. Find him.
At the dog trials, Nelson is trying his best to be good. It's his toughest test. Obedience. The discipline that so troubled him in training. If he doesn't walk to heel at PC Miller's side, it could all be over.
He literally walks in front of my left leg, almost quite comical. He'll crab round and then he'll lift his inside paw up, because that's the paw that gets stood on. So he'll almost go around an obedience field on three paws.
The yelp gives away the mistake. It's now all about how many marks have gone.
There are areas of improvement. At the end of the day, we're looking at polish. We're looking at those extra marks that we lose.
So, thank you. Overall, very pleased. He did very well. You know, he's done most things I've asked him to do.
Whether Nelson did most things well enough is now in the hands of the judges. Their verdict will be kept under wraps until later in the day. In West London, Zia is also trying to please her handler by finding the man who's been garden hopping. She's onto something, homing in on a shed.
I watched her and I watched her body language and it totally changed. She was really uncomfortable around the shed.
Police with a dog! Police with a dog! Come out now! I'm sending in the dog to get you! If you don't come out now, I'm sending the dog in!
PC Roebling knows this isn't a false alarm.
Speak to him! Good speak! Put your hands on your head where I can see them! Do it now!
Criminals choose the strangest hiding places.
Good. And you would never think that there would be anybody in there. There's such a small little hole in there.
The man isn't your usual burglar. He has a speciality.
This chap's known to the local officers as a local crackhead, burglar. Well known for stealing from sheds, selling tools that he steals out sheds. I'm thrilled. She's absolutely fantastic. At the end of the day, you can do it in training till the cows come home, but when you see them do it for real and you've got an arrest out of it, it's fantastic. Good girl.
For PC Miller, it's supper time. A formal awards dinner, at which the eagerly anticipated results of the dog trial heat will finally be revealed. Nelson's not been invited. He's been left at home. PC Miller will have to sweat alone.
The results have been kept top secret, so we've yet to find out. Hopefully I should be in the sort of top 3 or 4, which should mean enough qualification marks to go to the Nationals. Otherwise, it's just a case of next year.
It's the moment Miller has been waiting for.
Sorry, can I feel the temperature rising in here? No. In 5th place was a very old friend of mine, Bill Smiley. Right. No, it's just... In 4th place is Andy Miller. We are hopeful that Andy will still qualify to attend the National Police Dog Trials.
It's not the news PC Miller was hoping for, but it's good enough.
I really am pleased. It's, 4th should be enough to get me to the Nationals, hopefully.
Nelson has scored 70% across the trials. In some of the disciplines, he was faultless.
Nelson, tomorrow morning we'll get a big hug and a big bit of congratulations, and I'll go and buy him the best ham bone I can and say well done, because he's deserved it.
For the angry pit bull PC Miller eventually managed to snare, there was no happy ending. The dog was never claimed and was humanely put down by a police vet. The man whose dog Zeus was taken by PC Roebling did not get back in touch with the police to claim him. Zeus was confirmed as a pit bull and also put down.